Shalom. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders. And Shalom to the Akim out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. And still going strong in this truth. And as you can see, this article right here, it says China urges U.S. to remain cool-headed on North Korea as Tillerson warns of danger. So this video basically, I'm just going into these two articles, not like reading too much from them, but just showing them how we getting closer to World War III. Like it's literally right around the corner. All right, because you see all the nations basically getting ready. All right, all the nations investing more into the army, as the scriptures say, man. Instead of worrying about investing into their country or their agriculture, they're more worried about investing into their army, their nuclear weapons, because they know they're going to be needing it soon when they nuke Babylon, because all the nations are going to rise against Babylon. Now it says China urged the United States to remain cool-headed over North Korea and not to turn its back on dialogue as visiting Secretary of State Tillerson expressed a sense of urgency to curb dangerous levels of tension on the Korean Peninsula. On his first trip to Asia this week, Tillerson had earlier declared that diplomacy has failed to persuade North Korea to abandon its nuclear program and that a new approach was needed. On Friday in Seoul, he warned ominously that all options were on the table to counter the threat from Pyongyang. President Trump weighed in Friday by goading China over Twitter for not doing enough to help prevent its ally from behaving very badly. But in a joint news conference Saturday with his Chinese counterpart, Tillerson struck a more diplomatic note, choosing to play down differences with Beijing and stressed that both countries share the goal of a denuclearized Korean peninsula. We share a common view and a sense that tensions on the peninsula are quite high right now and that things have reached a rather dangerous level, and we've committed ourselves to doing everything we can to prevent any type of conflict from breaking out. Tillerson said. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi agreed, but also had some advice for his American counterpart. No matter what happens, we have to stay committed to diplomatic means as a way to seek peaceful settlement. He said, "We hope all parties, including our friends from the U.S., could size up the situation in a cool-headed and comprehensive fashion and arrive at a wise decision," he said. And there's one part I wanted to read that. I'm gonna just be jumping around. North Korea has amassed a sizable nuclear stockpile and appears at the brink of being able to strike the U.S. mainland and American allies in Asia. The situation has emerged as a major early foreign policy test for the new Trump administration. So, North Korea been trying to get their stuff together, but now they're at, like it says right here, they're at the point where they're at the brink of being able to strike the U.S. mainland. So that's why they're making a big deal out of it now, because now they can just shoot missiles right over here in America, man. Tillerson said both China and the United States felt a certain sense of urgency in trying to persuade Pyongyang to make a course correction and abandon its nuclear weapons. In Seoul on Friday, Tillerson said the administration was exploring an array of diplomatic, economic, and security measures to put more pressure on North Korea, including tighter sanctions, and that while a military response was possible, if the threat from Pyongyang's missiles program grew, we have many steps we can take before we get to that point. but he's letting it be known that military response is a possible option, and basically that means war. Because military response isn't going to just stop after they do something to them. Of course, it's going to spark off all type of stuff, and then they have allies as well. All right. And like it says right here, China insists that the dialogue remains the only option, but America they want to leave military response as one of their options. That's why China is telling them to remain cool-headed, because they're saying that you should stick to the talks that they used to do, because they said that it was working out better. It has proposed that it has proposed a deal where talking about China, whereby the U.S. suspends its annual military exercises with South Korea in return for North Korea suspending its nuclear program. But Washington has already rejected the idea, saying it first needs to see positive action from Pyongyang. And Wang said tensions has risen precisely because talks had broken down, and he urged all sides to get back to the negotiating table. But you see how the U.S. is so proud when that China's basically he's telling them what to do that will help lower the tension from North Korea, and then possibly help things get so called better. But the U.S. said no. They rejected the idea. They really don't want to stop that. They want to go to war. They don't want to have peace. Esau, like, his blessing was the sword. So like the scriptures say, that's all he knows how to live by, to live and die by the sword. That's why America's going to be nuked off the face of the earth, man. And then the other article, I'm not going to really go into it. It's just going to read that part right there. But you could watch this on Prison Planet. The brother sends it out. A Democratic congressman, Trump could lead us. He says Trump could lead us to U.S. nuclear war with Russia. The Massachusetts Democrat first made the claim on Monday in a podcast interview at the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas. We might not even get to the long term because we could literally have a nuclear war with Vladimir Putin. Moulton said part of the reason for that war, he predicted, is Trump's sole decision-making authority over nuclear weapons. Moulton did not back down from his comments when pressed by CNN's Poppy Harlow on Friday. That's right, he responded when the quote was read back to him. So like I was saying, man, you see that World War III is basically right around the corner from happening. And Lord willing, 2017 is going to be that year, man. That a lot of things are going to happen leading up to World War III. Because we've been seeing it get closer and closer as Babylon been continuing on. And now we're at the brink of war, man. Literally at the wars at the footsteps of Babylon, man. And it's Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So everything that the Lord written about, all right, World War III, the famine, plagues, pestilences, all those things are going to come to pass, man. All right, Matthew the 24th chapter lays it out clearly when we're at the end, and we're seeing all those things, man. Nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, all right, earthquakes in diverse places, all these things, we're seeing all of that. So there's no way to doubt that we're at the end of Babylon, man. And anybody that doesn't believe we're at the end, you just don't have any faith, man. If you're watching it and seeing what's going on, and just like the spirit in this society in general, man, it's dead, and it's gonna physically manifest itself, man. Just like everybody's a dead spirit out here, America's gonna get put to death, man. All right, by nuclear missiles. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm gonna just go over it anyway because this just like clearly outlines it in Matthew 24. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, starting at verse 6. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, so we're hearing rumors of wars, like what you see right here. The congressman said Trump could lead us into nuclear war with Russia. And then the other article where it says that China urges U.S. to remain cool-headed on North Korea as Tillerson warns of danger. So we clearly see rumors of wars, all right? We're hearing of wars and seeing rumors of wars. And nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows. So all this is just the beginning, man. Seeing this go down. Seeing World War III already plays and pestilences. Those are just the beginnings of sorrows, man. And it hasn't even fully kicked in yet. We're just we're hearing about it. But when that war pops off, man, it's gonna be bad out here. Like brothers always going to. It's gonna be that draft is gonna come back. All right, women and men in the army, so women and men are gonna be getting drafted. The famine is going to happen. You got Monsanto, like they got GMO seeds. The seeds that I think they call them the Terminator seeds. They basically after they produce whatever it produces, it kills itself off. So they basically forcing they could force the famine because they're controlling everything. You can't grow your own food. You can't go out and just take food from like fruit or whatever. Catch fish if you want to. Esau's he's gonna he's gonna make it happen. All right, and it's all ultimately Yahweh Shai making it happen. And the pestilences, you already see that. He always spraying the chemtrails, trying to keep our immune system weak, doing everything to keep our bodies weak in general. So you gotta go to him for his drugs, man. All right. But North Korea, man, and Russia, those are just two small examples, man. You got America out there in the Middle East as well. So you got Esau putting his foot everywhere. All right. He doesn't abide in his own place, man. He's just going to and fro like Satan, man. And that's why all these nations hate Babylon. You always meddling in other people's affairs, trying to go to other countries, tell them what to do, but you don't even take advice from other countries. China's trying to give you advice. You don't even want that advice. You want to go to World War III. And you clearly see that about to happen, man. So with that, I'm going to just close out right there and say Shalom.